James Ray said something really funny on the Oprah show. He said that, we tend to think that there's going to be some magic happening, and you're sitting on your couch and you're just visualizing and saying, okay, this is what I want, universe, this is what I want, universe, but you're not taking any action. They're going to come and take your furniture that you're sitting on. You're going to be visualizing from the curb. So I agree to what you're saying so much. And when you want movement in your life and you want a shift in your life, many people spend a lot of time thinking about it, and then they spend a lot of time talking about it, so they actually think they're in action about it when they're actually not. They're just talking about it and just thinking about it, and that's very different than being in action. I heard something really great one time, and it's a quote from someone. I don't know the name, but I love the statement. It says, the antidote for despair is to be in action. I also believe the formula for success is to be in action. That action is the main seasoning in your life. Everything else is the preparation, but the baking in the oven, the getting it done, the getting it right, that's all done in action. And so many times we spend so much time in preparation, in thought, or in conversation that we never get to action. And people say, why isn't it happening? You haven't done anything. You've just talked about it or thought about it, pondered about it, or planned it. You haven't been in movement about it. And so I'm glad you brought that point up, Bill. It's real important for us to make a distinction between analyzing, assessing, discussing, and action. One of the key things that people who don't ever move, they just kind of sit and think about it and wait for something to happen. One, have to realize there's no sprinkle fairy dust. There's no magic wand. You have to be into action. But really what's important is that I heard this once. It was so great. You have to give yourself permission to fail so you can give yourself permission to succeed. You have to know that at the end of a failure is just another beginning. If something happens and it doesn't go right, so what? Start over, do it again. Most people don't move because they want to get it right the first time. They're so afraid of getting it wrong. Again, fear-based, scarcity-based, deprivation-based motivation doesn't get them anywhere. They're so afraid of failing that they don't want to move, or they're afraid of succeeding. I tell people that there's power in the truth. Be honest about why you're not moving. Be honest about why, because then you can handle that. I think the most damaging thing people can do to themselves is feed themselves some type of fabricated story that makes them feel better, and they think that everyone around them is buying it. Well, I tell them, I'm not pulling my nickel out. I'm not going to buy it. Get in action, and if it didn't work, then get in action with a new plan, but be in action.